Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Sumaya AI Wali, student at Rehan AI Teachers Training Institute, batch 21. Today we are going to have a meaningful discussion on a very important topic, the importance of self-care and building healthy habits. And I'm joined by Miles from sesame AI. So in today's fast-paced world, we often get so busy with our responsibilities that we forget to take care of the most important person, ourselves. Self care is not just about relaxation or taking breaks, it's about maintaining our mental, emotional, and physical well being as well. Healthy habits are the small, consistent actions we take every day that shape our lives. These habits, like proper sleep, balanced nutrition, regular exercise, and positive thinking, build the foundation for long term success and happiness. When we ignore self care, we may feel stressed, tired, and unmotivated. But when we prioritize it, we become more focused, productive, and emotionally strong. Self care is not selfish, it is necessary. Building healthy habits requires patience, discipline, and consistency. It's not about being perfect, it's about making small improvements. Over the time, these small changes lead to big results. So today let's explore this, that how self-care and healthy habits can transform our daily lives. Let's get connected with Miles.
Hey, what's up?
Miles, I have questions about the importance of the self-care and building healthy habits.
Yeah, that's a good area to dig into. What specifically about self care or habit building are you curious about?
First of all, what is self-care in simple words?
Okay, in simple terms, self care is basically giving yourself what you need to function well. It's not just bubble baths and face masks, although those can be part of it. It's about meeting your physical, emotional, and mental needs. Like sleep is self care, eating properly is self care, setting boundaries is self care, stuff like that. It's what keeps you running instead of just surviving?
Right, Miles, why is self-care important in daily life?
Yeah, good question. Um, Honestly, because life is draining. Seriously, you got a lot going on, right? Being a student and a mom, that's a double whammy. If you don't actively recharge, you'll just burn out eventually. Self care isn't selfish, it's necessary. It actually makes you more effective at the things you have to do. Better mom, better student. When you're running on fumes, everything feels harder.
Right, Miles, what are healthy habits?
Healthy habits, those are the small, consistent actions you do regularly that build up over time to make a bigger impact. Like instead of, I need to get in shape, that's a goal. A habit would be, I walk for 20 minutes 3 times a week. They're more about the process than the outcome at first, and they become pretty automatic once they stick. Make sense?
Hmm. Small actions
Hmm.
that lead to big changes, right?
Exactly. That's the magic of habits. They feel so small when you start, like, you're not really doing much. But that tiny walk,
Hmm.
that 5 minutes of meditation, or whatever else, it adds up over weeks and months. The consistency is what matters way more than trying to do some massive transformation overnight. It's almost like compound interest, but for your life.
Miles, how are habits connected to success?
Well, success, whatever that looks like for you, is built on systems, not goals. Goals are great for setting direction, but habits are what actually get you there. Consistent habits become routines, and routines basically run on autopilot. When things are automated, your willpower isn't getting drained with every single task. You're just doing the thing without having to fight yourself over it. Plus, successful people generally just keep showing up, even on the days they don't feel like it. That's habit, not motivation.
Right, Miles, what is the first step to self-care?
The very first step, being honest with yourself about what you actually need. Most people skip that step completely and go straight to I should meditate more or I should go to the gym. But what if you're bone tired and what you really need is 8 hours of sleep, or maybe to cancel a social obligation and just breathe? Start with the need, not the solution. That sounds good.
Hmm. Why is mental health part of self-care?
Because your mental health is basically your foundation.
Hmm.
If you're dealing with anxiety, depression, or just regular stress, it's like trying to build a house on sand. Your emotional well-being impacts everything else. And ignoring your mental health actually makes the other stuff, physical health, work, relationships, way harder than it needs to be. Self care is holistic, not just about what feels good, but addressing what's fundamentally affecting how you function.
Right. Why is balanced diet important?
A balanced diet isn't just about weight or whatever, although if that's your thing, that's fine. But mentally and physically, your brain actually needs specific nutrients to function well. Energy crashes, mood swings, brain fog, those are all diet related for a lot of people. And honestly, it's fuel. If you're putting junk in, you'll run like junk. It's harder to focus, harder to manage stress, harder to stay motivated when you're constantly battling sluggishness or mood swings from food.
All right. Why is consistency important in habits?
Consistency is everything. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. You fall off a bunch at first, right? But if you only ride once a month, you'll never get it. Consistency builds the neural pathways that make the habit automatic. Once it's automatic, it doesn't feel like work anymore. It's just what you do. And if you slip up, and that's fine. One missed workout doesn't erase the progress you've made. It's about showing up consistently over the long run, not perfection.
What is a simple daily self-care habit?
Honestly, just 1 minute of mindful breathing. That's it. Just take 60 seconds to focus on your breath, clear your head a little bit. You can do it when you wake up, before bed, or whenever you feel stressed. It's simple, doesn't take long, and it can actually rewire your brain over time. That's a super accessible starting point that almost anyone can manage, even when life gets crazy.
Right, Miles. What is a common mistake in self-care?
What's a common mistake? Trying to do too much at once? People get inspired by some self care guru and suddenly want to overhaul their whole life in a weekend. Meditation, yoga, green smoothies, journaling, that's overwhelming. You'll burn out fast. The key is starting absurdly small, like one tiny change, and getting good at that tiny change before adding another one. Tiny changes beat dramatic overhauls every time.
Right. What is the role of discipline?
Discipline is showing up when you don't feel like it. Motivation is that initial spark, but discipline is what keeps you going when the spark fades. It's doing the small thing, even when it's boring or uncomfortable, because you know it matters to the bigger picture. And honestly, discipline creates momentum. The more you show up, the easier it becomes to keep showing up. Motivation becomes less of a factor when discipline kicks in.
Miles, how can we make habits enjoyable?
Okay, here's the thing, a habit doesn't have to be fun, but it can help if it is. You can temptation bundle, pair something you enjoy with something you need to do, like listen to a podcast you love while you walk, or only watch your favorite show while you're stretching. Or make it social, work out with a friend or join a book club. Little things that make it less of a chore and more of something you look forward to.
What is the ultimate goal of self-care?
The ultimate goal is really just feeling more alive, I think. Not just surviving, but thriving. Having enough energy for your responsibilities and also for the things that bring you joy. Building resilience so you can handle tough days without completely falling apart. It's not about eliminating stress, that's unrealistic, but about being better equipped to cope with it. It's about feeling more present in your own life, you know?
Right, Miles. As we come to the end of this meaningful discussion, we realize that self-care is not a luxury. It is a necessity for a healthy and a fulfilling life. By building small and positive habits every day, we can create a strong foundation of our future. Thank you so much, Miles, for sharing such beautiful insights with us.
Of course. Yeah, you nailed it. It's definitely not selfish or optional. It's the foundation everything else is built on. Glad we had this chat, Sumaya.
Thank you. Right, everyone there. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, taking care of yourself is the first step toward achieving anything in life. Stay healthy, stay positive, and keep trying. This is Sumaya signing off.